Good afternoon, church family. I pray you're having a fantastic weekend and are enjoying these first few chilly days of the fall season. Over the past 20 months or so, since we were initially confronted with COVID-19, we have become increasingly observant of various trends in sickness and physical health in pretty much every aspect of life. And like it or not, that has become part of the new normal as we move forward. One of the ways that the leaders of Erie Evangelical Free Church handle this new normal is that we are constantly keeping an eye over the COVID numbers in Whiteside County and in the town of Erie in particular, as we make decisions about how we conduct the ministries of this church and how we care for the people of this church. As always, this doesn't mean that we act in fear by allowing the mere presence of physical illness to rule over the spiritual, emotional, or psychological health and needs of the people. However, we do want to be sensitive to all areas of health and well-being when it comes to providing for our church family. With that in mind, we've become aware of a round of sickness that's making its way through the town of Erie. We know of a number of positive COVID cases, including a few members of our church family, as well as a rash of colds and other illnesses that typically manifest when we get that first blast of cold air in the fall. If you have children in school, you understand this annual cycle of sickness that happens. But given the current circumstances and with the new normal of our world in mind, we do want to be sensitive to this increase in sickness, regardless of whether it's COVID related or common cold or anything else. So we're going to adjust our schedule for tomorrow, Sunday, November 14th, just a little bit. First off, there will be no 9 a.m. discovery groups and no Ignite worship for our students during the 10 a.m. hour. Both of these are times where we are in close quarters and close conversations with one another, so we thought we would just not have those for tomorrow. However, we will have our 10 a.m. worship service. Now, that being said, if you have been sick or you're not feeling your best or you have some concerns about being around people or anything like that, this might be a good week for you to stay home and catch our service later this week on either our YouTube channel or on our Facebook page. Also, it's a great reminder that since we moved our worship indoors in September, the leadership of this church has recommended that you wear masks in to your seat and then out when you leave. This is not a requirement. We're not going to kick you out if you don't have a mask. We're not going to keep you out if you don't have one, but it is a recommendation. Maybe even if you haven't been wearing a mask, tomorrow would be a good day to go ahead and wear one into your seat. Once you sit down, feel free to take it off, and then you can put it back on when you leave. And we know our attendance is going to be a little light tomorrow, so feel free to leave some space between you and the people around you. But in all of this, we're going to gather, and we are going to worship together nonetheless. Once again, we are not allowing, and we will not allow physical concerns to rule over our thoughts, our minds, and our hearts. We will not operate in fear, but we will continue to address every area of life with the best knowledge of the current situation, and more importantly, with prayerful petition for the wisdom that only our God and King can give. We want to thank you in advance for your understanding of this last-minute change and of what we are trying to do. And we want to thank you for being a part of your church family. We look forward to seeing you very soon. Have a great evening.